This year, the 4-H food stand will be using new registers. This video is meant to help inform you how to work the new registers so you're familiar with the keys before you start your shift. One of the first things you should do is familiarize yourself with the layout of the buttons. For your shift, there are a few primary buttons you will need to use. All the numeric keys, the clear button, the void button, and the PLU button. We'll go over their details in a little bit. The other keys you need to know are the subtotal with tax key and the amount 10 total key. This concludes which keys you need to know for your shift. The keys that will be used the most are the numeric keys, the PLU button, the subtotal with tax button, and the amount 10 total. How you use these keys begins like this. Each value on the numeric keypad, when combined with the PLU button, corresponds to an item on the menu, such as soda corresponds with PLU 1. Cheeseburger corresponds with PLU 7, and the Big Pickle corresponds with PLU 13. Each item on the menu corresponds with a PLU. Now, for simplicity's sake, some of the items have been combined into one PLU, such as Coke, Diet Sprite, Orange Soda, and Mountain Dew have all been combined into the soda key, PLU 1, while drinks such as water and a 16-ounce cup of coffee have been combined into the PLU 2, other drinks. Finally, all the varieties of shake, including chocolate, mint, and half, have been combined into one key, PLU 3. You use these PLUs in this fashion. When you go to check somebody out, you look at what they've ordered. They have ordered one soda. For this then, you shall click PLU 1, which means hit the button 1, then the PLU key. As you have heard, the receipt has started to go, and up on the top of the register, the price now displays $1. The 1 means the drink. The $1 means, obviously, that it costs $1. Now, if this was the end of the order, you would proceed like so. Hit the subtotal with tax button. Since there is no tax will be added, so you will see the final price up in the top. $1. From this then, you will take the amount of money that they have paid you, in this instance, $5, and hit that in on the keypad, 500. The display now reads 5. You then click the amount 10 total, and the drawer will open. Listed on top of the register now is a C, followed by 4.00, or $4. That is what stood for their change. The receipt then can be saved, or if the individual wants it, they can have it, I believe. This may differ depending on what whoever is leading the food stand may ask of you. Then, close the drawer, take the receipt, and hit the clear key to begin the order for the next individual. Now, it may seem like these steps are very hard to memorize. However, on each register is a list of the steps. Number 1, type the number. In the previous example, that was pressing 1 for the soda. Then, step 2, press the PLU key. Just hit the blue button. Step 3, repeat until the order is complete. In the previous example, this step wasn't needed. However, in the next example that we do, that will be needed. Then, step 4, press subtotal. That was when you got the final price of $1 for the soda. Then, step 5, type in the amount of cash they will pay you with. This is when you typed in 500, or $5. This tells you exactly how much they gave you, including change. Then, step 6, hit the total button. That was when the drawer opened, the receipt printed, and it told you how much change to give them, $4. You were then complete with the checkout, and are ready to move on to the next customer. Now, hopefully, not every customer orders just a soda. So for this one, we're going to try a larger order. In this one, the individual is ordering 2 hamburgers, 1 soda, and a bag of chips. To begin with, you'll do the PLU for the hamburger, number 5. Again, press the PLU key. However, since there are more items, you must repeat until the order is complete. You will then click 5 again, and then PLU. You've now entered the 2 burgers. If by chance you forget what you've typed so far, you can reach for the receipt and see that you have entered 2 hamburgers. Then, the soda, again, PLU 1, and then finally, the bag of chips, PLU 14. Now, you would proceed to step 4, press the subtotal, and see if their order totals to $7.50. They then pay you $10.11, so you would type 1011, $10.11, and then hit total. Their change is $2.61. If you want to verify that the order was completely correct, you can always check the receipt. It'll print off everything that you've entered as a PLU. In this case, it does show that you have indeed entered 2 hamburgers, 1 soda, and a bag of chips, totaling to $7.50, and the individual paid you $10.11, having you give them the change of $2.61. That's a larger order, and this can be repeated indefinitely for any combination of items. Now there are 2 keys that we haven't really covered, the clear key and the void key. While the clear key can be used to clear what's on the register to start a new order, it can also be used in the event that you are typing in a PLU and realize that you have made a mistake before you hit the PLU key. For example, somebody orders a cheeseburger, which is PLU 7. However, you, in your haste, accidentally type PLU 8 for a double cheeseburger. 8. But this isn't correct. So, you would hit the clear key. Now, as you can see, it has gone back to the regular display. In the event you had other orders or PLUs on that order, such as you had already correctly entered a soda and a bag of chips, those would not be cleared. It would only clear the 8 for the order for the double cheeseburger. The rest of the order would be fine, and you could proceed as you wanted. Again, a quick way to verify this would be to see what is on the receipt. The receipt only prints off what you type PLU for and what will be factored into the total. If you don't click PLU, it's not added to the total, and you can keep going just by clicking clear. However, what if the opposite happened? You again pressed 8 for a double cheeseburger, and then hit PLU for $4.50. However then, you realize that this is incorrect and that you should not have actually hit the PLU button and that you should have instead done a 7 PLU for a regular cheeseburger. In this instance, you would then use the void key. Located right here, click the void button. Notice how the 17 disappeared on the display. If you look at the receipt, it used to say double cheeseburger, $4.50. However, since it was still in the display and you hit void /CORR, or the void key, it now says double cheeseburger minus $4.50. This means that it has been taken off the order. If you were to hit subtotal right now, it's $0.00. Therefore, it has been moved off the order and you can proceed as you want. Now that you know how to work the register, the only other small incident that could come up that may cause you some problems would be that if the register were to run out of paper. There are a series of keys that are used with the register that can unlock functions such as the drawer, the top of the register where the paper is kept, and also turn it on and off. If the paper runs out of the register, use the small key. Then, there's a small lock on the side of the paper, or of this black section. Turn the key so it is horizontal. At this point, you will then be able to lift off the black top. Once the lid is off, this arm will be locked in place. There's a small black switch right here that, when flipped up, will cause the arm to release. You may then take the paper and place it like so. Place the arm back into place. When you hear the click, you know you're set. Replace the lid, thread the paper back through the loop, proceed to lock it up again, and then hit feed. If you see the paper move, you know you've inserted it correctly. In the event the paper does not move, do not panic. Just go back into the register, flip the paper the other direction, and then hit feed. At that point, it should work and you should be set to go. This concludes the tutorial for the 4-H food stand registers. Again, if you forget any of these steps during your shift, stay calm. The steps are all listed right here in order. Again, all the PLUs that you need to know are listed here as well. Enjoy your time at the food stand and enjoy the fair.